Hello, 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 everyone. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to Growth Monday. It is the last Monday of the month. Can you believe it? It's September 27th. Cannot believe that September went, it came, and it's gone. Thursday is September 30th. It is the last day of the month, and then October 1st is the last quarter of the year. Can you believe it? It's crazy to me. But if this is your first time joining me for Growth Monday, hello. I hope you are well. I am Latika. I'm your boss mom coach and growth plan expert, where I help working moms like you to lead in their career, grow in their relationship with Christ, and balance life at the same time. And I'm just excited to be here with you on another Growth Monday where I share strategies to help you grow in your career. I can't talk this morning, but I want to thank you for joining me. If you are joining me live, say hey. And if you are catching me replay, please hashtag replay and let me know where you are watching from. So, if you looked at the title, it is Leave the Door Open. Now, I don't know about you, but it reminds me of the new song by, what is the group called? Um, Anderson Paak and Bruno Mars are in this group. It was at the tip of my tongue and I can't even remember it. But basically, they have this brand new song that came out earlier this year, Leave the Door Open. And basically, the gist of the song is they're telling their lady friend that they're going to leave the door open for them to come inside. And I feel like for us, we have to do the same thing. We have to leave the door of opportunity open for us to be able to build our career, to grow our career. You might be saying, what? Yes, we have to leave the door open. And when I say leave the door open, you have to be available at any given moment to receive the opportunities that are coming. You have to be ready. So that means you have to position yourself at all times to be ready at all times. And so I'm going to share with you a few ways how you can do that. The first, which I'm sure all of us have heard before, is to keep your resume up to date. Make sure you have various resumes available, various versions of your resume available, because there might be a position that you want, but you want to make sure that resume is tailored to that particular position. For instance, I may apply for a learning and development position, but I also want to apply for a training position, a training specialist position. But I also want to apply for a facilitator's position. So I'm going to have these three different available resumes. So in case someone ever says, hey, do you have your resume? I have a resume that is tailored to a particular position. So I strongly encourage you to do that. Have your resume updated, ready. So even if you're out, at an event, or you may be talking to someone, they say, hey, I have a position available. Do you have your resume? Or send me your resume. You can do it right on the spot. So I encourage you. Everybody has a Gmail. If you don't have a Gmail, you may have a Hotmail. You may have a mail.com. You may have a Yahoo. You may have an AOL. A lot of these places have a drive where you can store data, store documents. And if you don't have that available in your email account, check always the notes section of your phone. Or, for me, I'm a Samsung's girl, so I have a Samsung folder. And in the Samsung folder, that is all the apps, but it also has an opportunity for me to add files. Put this in your phone, put this in your laptop, put this in your tablet so that you are always available. Your resume is always available to be sent to someone. And so when someone does ask you that question, you are able to do it right then and there. And a lot of times, I lie to you not. When someone says, hey, send me your resume, do it in that moment. You could be having a conversation. Someone's like, oh, yeah, I have a position that might be great for you. Send me your resume. You hold that conversation and say, yep, give me 60 seconds. Blah, 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 blah. Press send. And you can always follow back up in an email to say, hey, I'm really interested in blah, 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 blah. You can really go into length in that particular email, but send the resume. But you also need to have it up to date, ready. The second thing that you can do, or that you should do to keep the door open, to leave the door open, is always make sure you know what your plan is and you stick to it. Your career plan. Always make sure you know what that plan is, you know where you want to be. As I tell people all the time, when you're going after the dollars, it has to make sense. So when you're going after the salary, it has to make sense. The salary is also the responsibilities, it's also the experience, it's also the exposure that you will receive or gain in a particular position. So you have to make sure that those dollars make sense. Is this going to get me to where I need to be in my career? Is it really going to get me to where I need to be in my career? And if not, maybe this isn't the right position for me. Because yes, even though we're leaving the door open, not every opportunity is for us. So it's always great to make sure that we know what our plan is and we stick to our plan. Yes, opportunities may smell and look great. They may promise the moon and the stars, but according to your plan, is that exactly where you need to be? Is that where you need to be? So always make sure you stick to that plan. Then I want to give you guys an extra tip. I always like giving 3, but I want to give this extra tip, and that is stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And I'm sure all of us have heard that before. But when it comes to you growing in your career, you always want to make sure that you are ready, you're available, you're able. That can be you're able to talk about your career plan to people. You're able to make connections. So, again, on the onset, I talked about always being ready, always being in the position to receive the opportunities. So when you're having conversations, it could be at your local Starbucks, it could be on the train while you're commuting, it can be just in your mom group as you're waiting for the bus stop. When you're having these conversations, what are you doing to showcase that you're ready, that you have the potential for a particular opportunity? Position yourself. So one of the things I tell people all the time is, we're still meeting people wherever we go. Have your cards, your business cards ready. Your business cards. And honestly, these business cards can be a simple, hello, my name is Latika. I am a experienced career development professional. My expertise is in career planning, career development. What else? I can put like 3 things that I have expertise in. And the other thing I would put is creating career development tools. So that's what I would put in. Then I would have my contact information. Maybe if you want to put a picture, but my contact information would be my email, would be my phone number, and my LinkedIn account. All of that on the business card. And you can easily give that to someone. If you don't have business cards, make sure your LinkedIn profile is up to date. Your LinkedIn profile is up to date, and when you meet someone, you can easily take your phone, and then you guys can do the QR scan on your phone for LinkedIn, and you're easily connected. And then real quick, Send a message to that person to say, hey, it was great meeting you, connecting with you at the bus stop. I just want to connect with you real quick. I'll send you an email later this evening, something like that. But you always want to be ready. You always want to be ready. So, yes, there's some prep work that you do have to do, but you must be ready. You have to position yourself to leave the door open. You have to position yourself to build the opportunities for your success. And the only way to do that is to stay ready. And when you are ready, you don't have to get ready. There's less work that you have to do. When a position comes up, all you have to do is submit your application along with your resume. You don't have to look for certain things. You don't have to, say, oh my goodness, I got to spend so much time on redoing my resume. It's right there. It's ready. You are leaving the door open for opportunities for your career growth. You're leaving the door open. So I encourage you to honestly make sure your resume is up to date. You always know your plan and you can stick to it, and that you're ready, that you are positioning yourself for that opportunity. Position yourself for that opportunity. So if these tips were helpful for you, I encourage you to go ahead and click the link that is either below or above this video for you to schedule a time with me where we can talk about how you can leave the door open for those opportunities that you want. And when you leave the door open for those opportunities, they come. Again, you're positioning yourself. And let me also add, when you are positioning yourself, you're putting yourself in situations that will allow you to build those opportunities. What does that mean, Latika? Simply put, you're going to networking events. You're going to organizational events within your industry where you can meet people. You're looking on LinkedIn to see, hey, who's a career coach? Who's a mentor? Who's someone in my industry that can help me build in my career? You're positioning yourself. You're putting yourself in the environment for you to have those opportunities. So I strongly encourage you. And if you don't know of any organizations or networking opportunities, definitely schedule time with me and we can go through what that can look like for you, what organizations, what's in your industry, so that you can leave the door open and begin building those opportunities for your success. So don't forget to click on that link so that you can schedule your time with me. And let's get started. Let's get started in leaving the door open. So thank you so much for joining me for today's Growth Monday. And I look forward to talking with you soon. Until next time.